Hello YouTube, I'm Zach. You're watching ZakDTV. Thanks for stopping in. I like to do my show in 4 parts. It's something interesting, something fun, something important, and something dumb. Let's get right into this. To start with, for something interesting, I came across a story about scientists that were exploring the Mariana Trench. They were using a rover called the Deep Sea Discoverer, or D squared. The expedition was run by NOAA. That's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. They sent this rover down nearly 3 miles into the ocean and caught footage that we've never seen before. To me, I was pretty amazed at how clear these shots came out because there's no light down there. You're looking at one of the deepest spots on the earth and they got real nice footage there. What they saw was pretty amazing. You got the sea cucumbers that can fly, float, sponges, anemones, hermit crabs, shrimp, and I think the coolest one is the blobby acorn worm. That's that purple thing you saw. How neat is that? This was an expedition they did last year. I just came across the footage and I thought I'd share it with you guys because it sure is interesting and I thought it's something you'd like to see. Well, here we go for something with a little more levity. Something I thought was a little funny was that Harambe won't quit. It's been a long time now since that whole thing went down with him. He became a huge meme. He was an internet success and he just won't go away. Recently, bidding ended on a Cheeto that looked like Harambe. The bidding started out at $11.99 and ended with a final bid of $99,900. The guy who found this in his bag of flaming hot Cheetos made nearly $100,000 on a Cheeto. What a lucky bastard. The winner wasn't named, but from past wins of odd things like the Jesus face toast and things like that, my money goes on it was probably the Golden Nugget Casino that did this, and if so, congratulations on your win. Next is narcissistic personality disorder. This is a disorder in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for admiration, and lack of empathy for others. Narcissism is much higher in millennials than it's ever been before. A narcissist can't stand not getting their own way. They will act out with anger and aggression when denied. I bring this up because of something I've seen a trend in here, like Lady Gaga. Her Super Bowl performance was good by all accounts, but there are people who are attacking her for not being liberal enough, for not using it as a chance to go tell Trump to screw himself. She had a world stage and she didn't promote their agenda. They're even going as far as her not promoting their agenda is the same as her being the problem. They're saying she supports fascism, she supports male dominance, all this other stuff that we know she does. Some are even calling for a boycott on her music. The same thing is happening to Tim Cook. He met with Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner for a meal to sit down and have a discussion. This man is definitely a liberal. He supports liberal causes and he's openly gay. He's even considering a lawsuit against Trump over the immigrant ban. Now, I can't find any references to a boycott for him, but people are speaking out on social media against this guy, telling him not to meet with this person. Sounds like warnings, sounds like threats almost, or else. You know there's not going to be a boycott on Apple products. What would these people do without their Apple? You know, recently Travis Kalanick was forced to resign from the president's economic advisory board due to a boycott on Uber. People were deleting the app because he was associating with Trump. He wasn't following their idea of what was right. And in their quick to anger state, because they weren't getting their own way, they took a guy who had the president's ear and could push their agenda better than they could and got him removed. There's even a case here with Kevin Sorbo. He landed a role on Supergirl. Again, there's a whole community of people who just feel like he needs to be trashed, he needs to give up his role. They're going to ban Supergirl if they don't get rid of him. He's an outspoken conservative, and that's their problem with the guy, not his acting quality or anything like that. He's doing a job, the same as any one of these other people I mentioned are just doing their job. CEOs of big companies, they're supposed to have government's ear to help regulate things that affect their company. Actors are supposed to act. Singers are supposed to sing. They aren't supposed to be political icons or political figures to help get your agenda. And the problem here is that people cannot accept that people have different views or that people's opinions and work are two different things. And we have these boiling spots of just roiling anger out there on the internet. And it all starts somewhere. If you're going to follow someone's call to action to ban or boycott someone, make sure that they are stable and truly have the world's best interest in mind. That they're not just quick to anger narcissists who only care about themselves, because no one wants to jump on that bandwagon. I'm going to wrap this up with something I thought was pretty dumb. Today's subject is Robert Gill. He's a 67-year-old and he hit my radar because he was busted with a kilo of cocaine. This is after serving a 25-year sentence for cocaine and heroin distribution. I mean, some people just don't learn their lesson. Robert went to see his parole officer who had suspicions about it. So he followed him after he left the meeting to a parking lot where he witnessed him buying this cocaine. When police tried to apprehend him, Robert decided decided, I'm gonna run, let him on a high-speed police chase. Obviously he was caught, but what really makes him the outstanding pick for today is his sentence was 25 to life that he just got out of, and the only reason he got out is because Obama commuted his sentence. He could have been spending life in jail. He lucked out and got released by our president and decided to go back and do the same exact thing. I'm not sure how it works with a commuted sentence, but I know on probation or parole, if you mess up like this, they can end up doing something they call maxing you out, which would be completing his life sentence. He may have just guaranteed himself the rest of his life in jail. And for that, Robert, you got my dumb of the day. That's going to wrap it up for me. Remember, I'm Zach. If you like what I do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down, but let me know why. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe if you'd like, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.